Life at General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.
You're not listening to me. Miss Howard will be back any minute, and those pages from Milan were not with these faxes. Well, I need those pages now!
Could you dial it back a notch? Some of us are just waking up.
You are late. Hey! This isn't Kate's. It's mine. A half-calf latte with cinnamon and half a pack of low-calorie sweetener. I asked you to do one thing, you can get that right.
Good morning, Miss Howard. I was just about to go get your cafe latte with the cinnamon and half low-cal sweetener, right? I'm assuming that was rhetorical.
Maxie, do you have my faxes from Milan? I don't know why the faxes from Milan didn't come through. I sent them with the instructions just the way you told me to.
Maxie, was I unclear about my interest in excuses?
Here's your latte, Miss Howard. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes, actually, you can run out to the landing and pick up the package. Adrian is dropping off some new designs on his way back to New York.
Adrian Godet?
Who's that?
Only one of the most important, influential designers in the world. The unisex stuff he did in Paris last year was phenomenal. I would be happy to go get the sketches.
No. You have a phone call to make to Milan, and I'm behind schedule. Lulu, you can run out there and make sure you tell Adrian I'll call him tonight to discuss the designs.
I'll do that. Who doesn't know Adrian Godet from the Ice Cream Man?
And?
It just would have meant a lot for me to meet him.
Well, I can't put my work on hold to indulge your hero worship. Perhaps when Lulu gets back, she can manage to receive a fax. It seems to be beyond you.
Are Lulu and I in some sort of competition?
If so, it looks like you're off to a disappointing start.
Be a competition. Lulu doesn't even want to be here. She's a fashion train wreck, and she knows nothing.
So will most people who try to derail your career. In fact, the less they know, the more vile the attacks.
But who's going to listen to them?
Maxie, do you think that the fashion industry is one big happy family? You have to prove yourself every day. You have to try to find a way to stay ahead of the curve, to prevent being yesterday's news. And if you do manage to make it to the top, oh, people will smile, and they'll congratulate you to your face, but all the while they're taking aim with a dagger at your back. If I put the word out that I was looking for a new assistant, do you know how many people would apply? People who know how to receive a fax?
I made a mistake.
I can't afford to look bad, Maxie. And you can't afford to make a mistake.
Adrian's new sketches. He's expecting your call tomorrow.
Fantastic. Did Adrian say anything else? Just that he thinks your new assistant is fabulous.
Adrian's great. He and I had the best talk. I really think I'm gonna like it here. Think again. How'd it go?
It went a lot.
Did you scoop?
Yeah, I scooped. Maxie, why didn't you tell me his gorgeous musette was his froofy little dog?
Well, you and Adrian had such a wonderful talk. I'm surprised you didn't know that already. By the way, here are his instructions on how to feed Musette.
Forget it. I am not here to babysit some spoiled little mutt.
No, you're being paid to be the second assistant, so if you'd like to stick around, you'll do what I tell you.
What is your problem?
My problem, Lulu, is that you didn't even know who Adrian Godet was. You don't know the first thing about fashion. This is all just some big joke to you. However, it's what I want to do with my life.
And you're scared.
Of you?
That you'll keep screwing up, and I'll be the one to call the shots around here.
Okay, well, until then, you have a dog to feed.
Well, hey, you're about to screw up again. This is supposed to go to
Paris. No, this is supposed to go to Hong Kong.
This box is going to Hong Kong, Maxie. Kate has to sign off on it tomorrow.
Will you stop trying to screw me up? I know what I'm doing. I can handle it.
Great, Maxie. Why don't you handle everything? I'm out of here.
have to help me figure out which cities are in which countries and where all those are.
I'm sorry, this is a geography emergency?
Yeah, so there won't be any more emergencies. I can't keep screwing up Spinelli. You have to figure out a way to put your brain into my head. Hello?
I'm sorry, I was momentarily paralyzed by the image.
Look, I can do this, okay? I have a whole system set up. These are supposed to go out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Kate Howard's office. No, the Paris box is supposed to go out tomorrow. No, don't do that. I'll fix it. Oh. I completely screwed up.
What? Well, we can fix it.
No, we can't. I blew it. I have single-handedly ruined the launch of Kate Howard's new magazine. She can't afford to look bad, and I just made her look really, really bad. She's gonna fire me. Oh my God. I know this is just a job, Spinelli, but I really wanted it, and... Hey, I heard about Michael. It's all over the news.
Yeah, little Zudu's in surgery.
So why call me?
Because as the fashionista's assistant, you can help me retrace her steps so I can jackal surveillance cameras along the buildings.
I know what it's like to keep yourself busy so you can try and pretend something terrible didn't just happen. That doesn't work. It seems wrong that someone so little would have to suffer like this. But he could still die, you know.
Don't stray down that particular path of negativity,
I'm
please.
just saying, it happens, and you're so close to all these people. You should be prepared for what could come next. I was too young and too sick to remember what happened when BJ died and I got her heart, but I do remember what happened after. Bobby and Tony were like a second family to me. But it all went to hell when their daughter died. It's like when BJ left, she took something priceless from them that they couldn't get back. So they stopped trying. And they got a divorce and everything changed.
Little dude is not going to die.
Come to think of it, Mac and my mom fell apart after that too. I guess losing a child, or anyone for that matter, really changes you. I mean, look at Georgie.
The jackal has indeed changed since Wise Georgie's passing, but you and me, we managed to help each other.
Well, we tried to find Georgie's killer. You know, we wanted a revenge and justice, but it didn't bring Georgie back. It didn't bring Coop back. It didn't take the sadness away. After my sister died, I was filled with hate and anger. Nothing else really existed. And until I heard about Michael, I hadn't realized how wrong I had been. No matter what was going on between my mother and me, she had lost a child, and it must have been killing her.
But young Michael Corinthos is in the best possible hands. I should really report to Stone.
I think that maybe you should just stay out of everyone's way. I know you want to help, but you can't. Sometimes you just have to face the fact that there's nothing that you can do. Do you want me to take you back to Jason's house?
No, I think there's still someplace we could go that could do some good.
Well, this is the last place I would expect you to come.
Why?
I don't know, you're just a man of science and numbers.
Don't you imagine a place where Wise Georgie and Cooper look down on us?
Well, I want to believe, but I'm not sure if I do.
Is there not power in our hearts and minds? Faith in ourselves, faith in others? Faith that we can focus our energies, even create energy, and send it forth to change things for the good? We come in the name of young Michael Corinthos, for his continued welfare and the welfare of innocents everywhere. Samantha. Oh, greetings. It is. Hey, it's good to see you looking so agile. I assume the recovery regimen is going well?
I assume so. I'm actually here on my very last visit. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate the salutation, but, you really should stretch before all physical exertion.
Oh, nice try. We have to.
Oh, I was just, looking for an update on Michael for Stone Cold, that's all.
Jason's been here day and night. He knows exactly how Michael's doing.
Yeah, but he only knows what the medicinal ones are willing to divulge, and that's all been news of a dark nature, so I thought maybe I could find a little hope on Michael's chart.
Listen, Spinelli, the doctors are doing everything that they can. We are all worried about Michael, but all we can do now is wait.
Spinelli! I'm doing all over for you. Don't you check your phone? Don't shh me.
The wounded and somewhat strident blonde one's boisterous nature is drawing undue attention to the jackal's activities.
Oh, well, whatever it is that you're doing, drop it. I have an emergency.
Without the demanding blonde one may doubt the jackal PI's sleuthing ability, I assure you I've been trained in all things Stone Cold, including the
My
final...
way is taking too long. See? Much easier.
Dare I ask how you procured a key?
Well, I told the clerk behind the desk I was locked out of my room, which would be really funny if I was staying here because this place is a dump and completely crawling with bugs. We have to get out of here.
No, the jackal PI has yet to look around. Just relax.
Okay, well, get whatever it is you need and do it fast because I want to get out of here and have you help me with my project.
So the resourceful blonde one does need a jackal's assistance after all.
Well, not to open a door. I need you to help me break into Couture's computer system so we can get a mock-up of their next issue so Crimson will have an advantage.
Sleuthing for Stone Cold takes preference over fashion subterfuge.
You said you would help me.
Yes, after I obtain potentially incriminating data from the dastardly doctor's dirty abode.
You're probably wondering what I'm doing here.
I'm sure you'll have an entertaining explanation. I met you at the hospital, didn't I? Aren't you a friend of Dr. Scorpion's?
Cousin, actually, sort of. Well, I'm there to see her uncle, married my mother, and...
Skip the recitation of the family tree. Tell me, what was your name again?
Maxie.
Maxie, that's right, Maxie. Well, Maxie, perhaps you can tell me what you're doing in my room.
Well, you're a sexy guy. That is, you're a respected doctor, and, vaguely mysterious, single, hot. So, you see, I thought you would be perfect.
Well, I tend to prefer brunettes, but I've long since learned the art of compromise, and you have saved me a call to the escort service. So, Maxie, entertain me. Make me forget the color of your hair.
Yes, Spinelli.
Stone Cold, the jackal is in dire need of assistance.
Where are you?
In the closet.
Whose closet?
Dastardly Dr. Devlin's room 6 at the motel at Meadow and Lake. Maxie is trying to extract herself from it.
On my way.
Wow, this is really embarrassing. You obviously misunderstood why I'm here.
You said that I'm a sexy guy, and I'm perfect for whatever you have planned.
It's not like that at all.
I come in here to my room, and I find you waiting for me. If you're not here to do anything...
I am Kate Howard's assistant. You know Kate Howard, editor, fashionista extraordinaire?
Maxie, that still doesn't explain your breaking and entering.
Oh, what need for good? Let me explain. You've heard about Kate's new magazine person, right? Everyone's talking about it.
I didn't get the memo.
Okay, well, in a separate issue, we're featuring a spot on real-life hotties, you know, guys that women just can't resist. I'm kind of following up on hot doctors, and I told Kate about you. She thought maybe we could get you to do a photo layout or an interview.
Wow, okay.
No kidding, congratulations.
Well, you know, I might be interested if I believed a single word coming out of your lying mouth.
probably should have called first. Why don't I just leave you my office number?
What's your hurry?
I feel like it was inappropriate for me to just show up, blaming on my out-of-control ambition. I'm just trying to impress my boss, who's a total pain in the ass, by the way. I don't mean that. Kate Howard's great. She's just super tough, and I want her to see how motivated I am.
Maxie, you old enough to drink?
Yes, I am, but I don't want to have drinks with you. Why don't we make a deal?
What kind of deal?
Well, you mentioned earlier about calling an escort service, and I'd be happy not to tell my father, the police commissioner, that you're patronizing hookers, which is a felony, and, we can forget the photo layout interview, no harm, no foul.
No problem. But first I want you to tell me why you're really here.
Hello, kid!
What the hell do you want?
Oh, good. You made it. Thank you for coming, Jason. Unfortunately, I think the whole concept's DOA.
What are you talking about?
Well, we're supposed to be on the two theories of hot guys, sexy, brooding, and inarticulate versus sophisticated, urbane, smooth. No judgment. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but it would have given women a real chance to have some insight on the two different types. Since Dr. Devlin clearly is not willing to participate, I think that we should just leave.
Hey! I will find out why you're here. And next time you have questions for me, Morgan, ask them yourself instead of swinging this airhead. Where's Spinelli?
In the closet. So, when did you come out of the closet?
The Jackal took advantage of Stone Cold's most swift and menacing arrival and fled from my hiding place.
What the hell were you doing there in the first place?
Looking for incriminating evidence, although you haven't told me for what.
I'm afraid it didn't work out.
What were you thinking involving her?
I'm the one that came up with the cover story.
Believe this.
Do you know how hard it is to come up with a lie like that with zero prep time?
Why don't you call me if Devlin contacts you?
Oh, dude, that guy was a complete perv. He pretty much jumped my bones and threatened me when it was clear I wasn't having sex with him. So considering I'm the one that put my life on the line to cover Spinelli's behind so he could get out of the closet before Devlin even noticed he was there, I think the least I deserve is an explanation. What kind of evidence were you looking for? What, is he dangerous?
Stone Cold hasn't... I don't think he has an opinion whether or not he is...
Well, when you show up 5 minutes into it and blow my cover, I know something's going on.
Thank you for helping Spinelli. You can leave now.
Oh, you could tell me now. Or I could call my dad.
The Jackal is most grateful for the Wounded Blonde One's detective work and matchless ability to tell a tale. It is now time to make a discreet exit.
Are you calling me a liar?
You missed the larger point. Your part in this investigation is ended. It's time to turn your talents to your other pressing matters.
Oh, well, what's in it for me if I do?
What do you want?
Well, Carly listens to you, and you could probably convince her to have Lulu quit her job as Kate's second assistant.
Carly's with Michael. You think she's going to get involved in your crap?
Yeah, bad idea, and probably kind of inappropriate. Well, if we get something out of this, Spinelli should pay up.
What do I have that you could want?
How about the complete layout for Couture's fall edition? I want a permanent backdoor into their computer system so I can look at all their future layouts, to stay a step ahead of the game. I kind of like that setup by tomorrow.
The demanding blonde one sits in here. Fine. Done.
Leave.
Okay, well, I'll use you. Been a blast. Spinelli, tomorrow.
Do I need to say anything to you?
No.
Sorry! Headline is when Nicholas paid Devlin for the drugs. I should look for other large deposits.
I don't get it. With $10 million, he could reside in someplace nicer than that rattle. The doctor listed someone that has no intention of staying in one place.
That's like you say, she thinks she's hiding something too.
The goddess has excellent instincts in that regard. But there's still no evidence that Dr. Devlin fired the shot that hit the little small.
Now that Devlin knows that I'm watching him, Spinelli, thank you, he's going to be covering his tracks, okay? The key is in his bank account.
Just follow the money.
Follow the money. Look for large deposits. Trace them back. That's how we're going to find out who shot Michael.
This is the gown that will be featured on the premiere issue of Crimson.
Mila Lorente has really outdone herself.
Maxie, This dress doesn't appear on the runway until the fall. How did you know it was from Neela's collection?
Maxie looked at the invoice.
No, I can tell because the detailing is so awesome.
Well, your eye is certainly approving. Now, let's work on that vocabulary. Try replacing adjectives like awesome with real words, like exquisite, signature.
Awesome is a real word.
Right, Lulu, and so is dude, but I don't want to hear that in the office either. Now, this is a list of names that I want vying for the cover to appear in that dress. Get me an answer before I leave tonight.
Johnny? Kate Howard's office. Yes, I'll transfer you to layout. The extension is 2246.
Scarlett Johansson, Keira Knightley, Kate Moss, every single celebrity is on this list.
Well, then it shouldn't be too hard for you to find someone. That is, if your mind is on the task at hand.
All right, I will take the models. You can have the actresses.
Why do I have the actresses?
Because I'm the first assistant and I said so. Besides, I've already built a rapport with all the bookers at the top modeling agencies here. Rapport, Lulu, that means relationship.
Greetings, blonde ones. The Jackal's coming to be happy.
I was wondering when you were going to come to see me. Don't mind Lulu. She's just desperate for attention because Johnny drop-kicked her to the curb. What can I do for you?
Spinelli is my friend. He's here to see me.
Lulu, you don't have friends. You have fans.
And what are they to you besides sex toys?
Look, ladies, there's no need to fight. Okay, there's more than enough of the Jackal to go around.
Well, why don't you just tell us who you're really here to
Tell her, Spinelli.
While the Jackal enjoys the company of many fair-haired beauties, I've actually come...
Spinelli! Have you made any progress on that favor I asked of you?
You're here to see Kate?
Why? Spinelli is finding a blogger for me to write a column in the first issue of Crimson. I'm hoping to generate a little internet buzz before we debut. When can I see a draft?
Well, actually, regrettably, the Jackal's been so, preoccupied with the most urgent matter for Stone
So what are
Cold
you
that
doing here other than distracting my assistants? I believe you know the way out. Ladies, the phones won't dial themselves.
Oh, I was just going to look up those contact numbers.
Try to keep them in order.
Way to go, Lulu. If you hadn't been so desperate for Spinelli's attention, he could have told me he was here to see Kate.
You mean he would have told me if you hadn't interrupted our conversation?
Not everything is all about you. You're so self-absorbed. It's better than bitchy and fake. I'm gonna go! Like, Lulu! Now what you did!
Stone Cold, the Jackal needs your counsel on the most urgent of matters.
I'm sorry, Mr. Grasshopper. There's no one here but us thoroughly chastised.
I'm sorry, had I known that Mr. Corinthos's office was otherwise occupied, my entrance would have been preceded by a knock. Please forgive the untimely intrusion.
Well, I was just on my way out. But since I am here, I'm still on retainer. Maybe I can be of some assistance. What is the topic of the day? Money laundering, tax evasion, perjury? All hypothetically speaking, of course.
Women?
Women in general, or is there one in particular?
One who I at first thoroughly loathed, and then begrudgingly admired, and now
Wish to deflower?
the Jackal is most certain her petals are long fallen.
Nothing wrong with a little experience. So what's the question?
How does one go from distant admiration to actually claiming the woman of one's dreams?
And this said woman, I'm assuming, has no inkling of your affection.
Oh, sadly, no. Once again, the Jackal is doomed to love from afar.
It's not necessarily.
Do you know the secret to taming the wild heart?
It's very simple. A woman wants a man who is strong and powerful and completely uncowed by the consequences of affection. She wants him to fight for her against fair-weather friends and social stigma and uptight bosses. She wants a man seized with heat, swept away with desire so that he may in turn sweep her away. In short, Mr. Grasshopper, carpe diem.
Seize the day!
Well, more traditionally translated as harvest the day, as one would harvest fruit before it spoils.
Right, the brusque lady of justice is indeed inspiring.
Absolutely. So why are you still standing here? Go, harvest. Oh, yes. Most definitely yes.
Okay, well, why don't you tell her if she changes her mind not to call us back because her last movie sucked anyway and we'd have to fumigate the dress if she wore it.
Maxie, I'm leaving for the evening. How did you do on the photo shoot?
Sorry, I've left...
Always the preamble for an excuse, Maxie.
No, it's not my fault. Lulu left and left me to make all the phone calls.
Okay, fine. I'll sacrifice my evening and do it myself. Give me the numbers.
Okay.
All right, why don't you see that you sacrifice your evening and immerse yourself in something useful? Maxie, like, I don't know, the alphabet.
Okay.
Email me the numbers when you're through.
The jackal must...
What are you doing here?
There comes a time in a man's life for seizing, and...
What?
I'm here for the harvest! To let ignited passion sweep off that which must be swept.
How many barbecue potato chips have you had?
Carpe
English.
A man must seize his grapes before they wither.
Spinelli, you kind of sound like you're having a stroke. Maybe you should sit down and take a load off. I'm going to change out of this dress before I ruin it.
No, wait.
For what?
The jackal is mortified. My sainted granny would hide her head in shame. Please accept my abject apology. The only reason I can offer that would provide any sort of logical
Spot?
Spot?
The spot, the one that you were trying to wipe off of this dress.
But I wasn't...
How could I be so stupid? I really need to work on my impulse control. I mean, yes, this dress is knock your eyes out fabulous, and it kind of looks like it was made for me, don't you think?
Unquestionably.
This dress makes me look like I belong on the red carpet or in George Clooney's bedroom. I am young enough for him, you know. But, hello, get a grip, Maxie. This dress is a one-of-a-kind designer original, and if Kate Howard ever knew that this graced my body, well, not only would I be fired, but I would be dead. So, Spinelli, you have to promise that you're not going to tell anyone that this just happened.
I would sooner cut my tongue out.
Oh, okay. Well, could you help get me out of it?
I'm sorry, out of it?
Yeah. You know, unzip me and be really careful. I can't afford to cause any more damage. Anytime soon. I'm getting too old for Clooney.
Maximista? I implore you. Modesty?
What did you just call me?
Oh, Maximista. As in the summit. The zenith. The pinnacle of beauty and sexual allure.
Leave it.
Well, I'm waiting for vital information.
Yeah, but you were just in the middle of complimenting me, and you should finish. What is it?
Evil Ian is making arrangements to leave town. This is not good. Not good at all. I can't find Stone Cold.
Okay, well, did you try leaving him a message?
That's not good enough. Evil Ian is abdicating. He's chartered a boat to pick him up from the docks. I have to stop him.
Okay, Spinelli, if you're really convinced that this Ian guy is the one who shot Michael, there's a simple solution. We'll just have him arrested.
No, I haven't gathered sufficient evidence.
So gather, and I could provide a cop. I mean, there's some perks to hanging out with the police commissioner's daughter.
What plan is evolving in that beautiful blonde brain?
Well, I can come up with an excuse for my dad to need to go to the pier. And then you show up there with all the evidence you can find on Ian, and we'll have him arrested.
Oh, okay, great, but we'd have to deploy immediately.
Do you have anything better to do today?
No, but what about your tasks for the fashionista?
You're oddly right on time.
What are you doing here?
Leave Spinelli alone. I have to go somewhere for a little bit. A messenger is coming by with a mock-up layout for the What's Hot feature. Call Kate as soon as he gets here.
Where are you going?
Apologies, esteemed Blondman, but Maxie and the Jackal are in the midst of a most urgent matter that requires the most expediency.
Hey, what's so urgent?
I'm having a career crisis.
So how can I help with that?
Well, you have a career, right? Hi, Dr. Devlin.
Hello, Maxie.
Maxie, what do you want from me?
Look who's here! Spinelli!
Imagine that.
Spinelli, is there anything that my dad and I could do for you?
Unfortunately, the Jackal's cyber skills failed at a most crucial moment.
Which one of you wants to tell me why you're wasting my time?
Ian's boss is here. No! What's wrong?
Pain!
We need help! We need help!
Hey, you're a doctor. Come on, help him. Do something.
It's okay. You're a doctor. You should help him.
Do something now.
Yeah! How long have you been in pain?
Spiritually or in the physical realm, for the human condition is pain.
Yeah, he's in agony.
Please do something. What seems to be the problem?
He may be suffering from indigestion.
Or he could have appendicitis and he's dying.
I'm calling an ambulance.
I'm sure you'll want to accompany this poor suffering genius to the hospital.
Please don't leave me, kind physician.
Yes. What could be more important than a man's health? Come on, doctor.
You can ride an ambulance with him.
No, I need a doctor.
Any first-year intern can cover this.
Do you have someplace else to be?
Oh, that's too bad. You're right left without you, doctor. Such a shame.
The Jekyll craves medical attention.
Spinelli, right? He needs help and you're barely even looking at him.
Paramedics will take care of you.
Come on, but shouldn't you make an effort? Hippocratic oath and all that? Huh?
Spinelli, it's okay. We're going to take you to the hospital. Dr. Devlin's going to come with us. You're going to be fine. It's okay.
Try to run. Wherever you go, I will find you.
Don't worry.
Do something, please.
We're trying
Help
to
me.
take care of you. Just relax. Relax.
No needles. The Jackal fears hypodermic instruments of torture 1,000 times. No. No, Jackal protests. Sorry, no.
You need to calm down, Mr. Jackal.
Do you think that you could be a little gentler with him? He is the patient.
Dr. Devlin's ordered a sedative.
What?
Oh, you can't give him that. You don't even know what he has. You can put him to sleep yet.
Most unfortunate choice of words, Maximista.
Okay, just calm down.
Calm down.
Look, I want you to order a CBC and a white blood count and get a surgical consult. And then I want you to order all of my charts in ascending order by date, okay?
You want the charts done now?
That's what I said, isn't it?
Okay.
I'm turning your case over to Dr. Behar. He's the king of appendectomies.
Well, what if he doesn't have appendicitis? It came on so suddenly. Could be something
Dr. Behar
worse.
is going to have to run diagnostics for you, okay?
Wait, don't go.
Well, I'm not on your case anymore, and I have somewhere to be.
Don't stay, esteemed and mysterious Dr. Devlin. Please don't leave the Jackal in his
Hold me, you little weirdo! What are you doing?
Thanks for that.
Anytime. What if I OD'd him?
Dr. Doom is breathing.
Okay, let's go.
No, wait, no, we can't just leave him here.
Why not? Somebody will think that he's just a druggie and do an intervention. Worst case scenario, he'll sleep it off.
What if he wakes up? He potentially shot young Michael. No, I have to keep him on ice till Stone cold and comes and gives me further
Stop
instructions.
right there. Jason is like some deluxe hitman, and if he's going to take out a doctor, I don't care if it's a disgusting, sleazy one, I don't want to know anything about it.
I understand. That would be terribly upsetting.
Hello, I would be arrested for being an accessory to murder, and that would crush Mac's heart, not to mention ruin my career in the fashion industry.
Okay, well then just assist me in transporting him to a secure location, then I'll take over and Max needs to complete ignorance, please.
Fine. Where do you want to take him?
I
I know. We can take him to the locker room and make it look like he passed out in the shower.
Let's take him to a padded cell in the psych ward.
The psych ward that's like 8 floors up and has a ton of security guards.
Yeah, but I'll jackal into the computer, make it look like I've recovered from my injuries. And
You know, you're making this way too complicated. We should just dump the syringe and act like he passed out during your exam.
What if he wakes up? How can we let the shooter of an innocent child go free? He could hurt or kill someone else.
How are we going to get him to the psych ward?
Why are Dr. Devlin's charts all over my workstation?
Oh, look at him. You can't cover his face. So what's going on? You don't make him look dead, which will create suspicion and attract attention.
thought I recognized someone, but I must be imagining things.
I need details, Nurse Mira.
Why is Spinelli dressed like a doctor and pushing away a gurney at warp speed?
Yeah.
Why are you bringing us down here? There has to be a better place to find a computer terminal. Spinelli, this is so disgusting.
I just need to book a padded cell for our somnolent prisoner and we'll be on our way.
Okay, well, then I am out of here because I never agreed to cart around a doctor through an entire hospital and then end up in work.
It'll be just a minute, okay?
Okay, well, what if he wakes up or something? You know, we really should get out of here. You probably should just call Jason and let him handle it.
What the hell is going on here? Why are you two in the morgue impersonating hospital personnel?
What does it take to get a little privacy around this hospital? I mean, after all the hours I volunteered, pushing that book cart, handing out those meal trays, spending time with the little kids.
Where's the gurney? And don't tell me you weren't pushing one. Where is it?
On the north service elevator. And all those sheets were just made to look like a patient. That's how desperate we were for privacy. So if you think maybe this one time you could just turn your head so I could get romantic with Spinelli.
In the morgue.
Yeah. Well, sex is like the ultimate affirmation of life and joy. So being in the morgue just seemed like the right idea.
Don't you go anywhere near that computer. And don't you say one more word to disrespect me or the dead in this place, or I will personally haul you into the chief of staff's office and you can explain to him why you are making a mockery of this hospital and these poor souls who have gone on to meet their maker. Now get out of here! Go!
If Epiphany catches us down here again, she's going to do worse than turn us into Dr. Ford. She's going to call my dad.
Fear not, the jackal is a master of stealth.
Okay, well, why can't we just leave Ian here and let Jason take care of it? Is that a saw?
The type of corner we use on a corpse.
He's alive! Cease and desist!
That man is still alive!
What's going on?
Are you okay?
The jackal appreciates Maximista's concern and assures he is most content.
Okay, well, now maybe you should try and sit up because I want to get out of here. This place creeps me out.
Oh my god, the unfortunate Dr. Devlin's
No, Spinelli! That is not Ian's body.
Are you certain?
Yes. Trust me, it's some guy half his age, but don't worry, I don't blame you for passing out. It was gross.
Oh, okay, then where exactly is the fiendish physician?
How am I supposed to know? He must have disappeared. Okay, well, what do you think we should do? Check the airport or the train station?
Dastardly Dr. Devlin could not have gone far.
Yeah, no kidding. I shot him up with a whole needle full of sedative.
Less so desperate, but clever move.
Thank you. You know, I'd like to say that I thought about it first, but I think I just freaked out and grabbed the nearest thing to me, which happened to be the needle.
Well, that's exactly the jackal's point. Maximista is endlessly resourceful.
Okay, well, we need to focus. Do you think that Devlin was conscious enough to get in his own car?
Well, we must exhaust every possibility.
Oh, I can't believe we let him get away. He could be halfway to Canada by now.
Patience, patience. We will know his whereabouts within a moment.
How?
I put a tracking device in his pocket.
Spinelli, I think you're brilliant. What's taking so long?
The jackal's encountering technical difficulties.
Okay, well, you're gonna need to hurry or else Ian Devlin's gonna be on his way to China by the time you track him down.
I've been locked out from the GPS signal. I have to...
You're babbling!
No, it helps to verbalize whilst jackling.
Well, it's really annoying. Although, I guess I'm not in the position to criticize. I've been known to blurt out whatever pops into my head when I feel like it. I guess I'm kind of doing that right now.
Verbalizing one's thoughts can lead to creativity and inspiration. It's a sign of intelligence.
Oh, well, those are a few words that have never been associated with my name.
Oh, Maximista sells herself too short.
Spinelli, you know, you don't have to give me another compliment.
Another?
Yeah. Remember you told me that I was smart for stabbing Devlin with the needle? One ego boost today is more than enough.
The jackal's motives do not go beyond the utmost sincerity, okay? Maximista is astute, intuitive, and brimming with creative intelligence.
Aw, you're really sweet.
The jackal does not pay empty compliments. Maximista has a unique and fascinating way of seeing the world.
Well, that's a little ironic coming from you.
I don't understand your cryptic remark.
Well, you have a very weird perspective. I mean, you're off in your own cyber world while the rest of us are millions of miles away.
I'm not a freak. I mean, I actually function quite capably, and I have deep felt emotions.
No, Spinelli, no. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that as an insult. I'm Just trying to tell you that I think you're actually kind of fun to be around.
Fun?
Yeah, you're never boring. And I kind of like it when you go off on all those weird tangents. I mean, you look at everything the way nobody else would, and that would give me the opportunity to be like, hey, I never thought about it like that. And I think that's kind of cool.
Maximista approves of the jackal.
Sometimes when you're not driving me crazy. I guess I've never really had a friend like you.
Nor are you. It's intriguing, is it not? How two such diametrically, opposed individuals can mesh into a cohesive unit.
If you're trying to tell me that you think we work well together, I agree with you.
And cohesiveness can extend beyond a work environment.
Are you talking about that one time we got stuck in the sewer and that grate was coming down and we got, it was so gross. How come we always get stuck in disgusting places together? Hey, Spinelli, I want to hang out. I'm sorry, but Spinelli and I are busy.
I'm here to see my friend, so why don't you take a hike?
Is something wrong with your hearing? Spinelli and I are busy.
You're using him. It's cruel and manipulative and very typical of you, Maxie.
Spinelli, it's up to you. Would you like Lulu to stick around and help us with our project?
Present circumstances necessitate the strictest secrecy, and although I would love to imbibe an orange soda with the blonde one, I should focus my energies on the task at hand.
What Spinelli's trying to say? I know what Spinelli is trying to say. I speak Spinelli a hell of a lot better than you do, Maxie.
Good. Then you know he's trying to tell you to take a hike.
I did not express that desire in such harsh or unflattering terms.
Spinelli, you don't want her working here with us, do you?
The blonde one's company will be most enjoyed. Once the project is...
no, I get it. You're busy and I will come back later. I just want a word with you outside. You are such a user.
Speak for yourself.
You have been stringing Spinelli along for weeks, and he doesn't have a clue. He's too sweet and trusting to see you for the skank that you really are.
I would never manipulate Spinelli.
Really? Really? Playing girl detective, having him work on mysterious projects to make you look better at your job?
Spinelli asked for my help. And FYI, you're the manipulator. You played on Spinelli's crush on you, and then you dropped him like a bad habit the second you got a hold of Johnny Zakara.
I would never hurt Spinelli.
Too late. You already did. And you probably didn't even give it a second thought until you saw Spinelli with me.
You're just using him as a substitute boyfriend.
A what?
You're not clinging to any other guys at the moment, so why not Spinelli? He's attentive, he never criticizes, lets you talk about yourself ad nauseum.
Wow. You really are jealous.
You are just playing him for a fool, Maxie.
Give the guy a little credit. He's 10 million times smarter than you'll ever be.
Well, I see you for what you're all about. He doesn't.
Here's a history lesson, Lulu. You dumped Spinelli, and now you're showing up way after the fact because you want him back. But you can't have him. We're busy working on something together, and we didn't invite you.
Hey, Jackal has a satellite uplink in his program, the GPS. We should know Dr. Devlin's whereabouts at any moment.
Spinelli, you're amazing! Good job! I know, Clarice, the case of the mock-ups were on your desk in Manhattan, and we were just waiting for the copies. Thank you so much. I really owe you. I know. What are you doing here so early?
My job. Is that a problem for you?
Hello? Lulu, answer the phone. Sure. Kate Howard's office.
Kate, good morning. Yes, Maxie's here, but she's all tied up. Yes, Jean-Paul confirmed this morning he's looking forward to seeing you. The mock-ups haven't arrived yet. Have they, Maxie? No, they haven't arrived. Yeah, I don't know. Maxie said she had it all covered.
Kate, Maxie, I spoke with Clarice. There was some sort of mix-up with the mock-ups, but I'm totally on top of it.
Well, if you were on top of it, they'd be here by now.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Do I need to go over again how I feel about excuses?
No, I got the excuses.
Look, I don't know about what other people do with their assistants, but I expect my assistants to be organized, pristine. I expect their desks to be as tidy as that one, so that when I hire your replacement, they can step in without missing a beat. Lulu, get me Celeste at Maha Chang. Got it. Oh, and get me the mock-up of the layout so that I can go over this visually.
I could get Celeste. She really likes me.
You can get me coffee.
Half-caff non-fat latte with cinnamon and low-cal sugar. The blue, not the pink. Do you have a stapler?
Yes, I do.
Don't overexert yourself.
I'm busy. Return it to my desk when you're done.
I got my desk all cleaned. Okay, how was your night last night?
How is that any of your business? I tell you what, when we're at work, I won't ask you about your personal life and you won't ask me about mine. In fact, when we're at work, it's the only life that exists. Speaking of which, I'm expecting a handbag from Jules sometime before noon.
I got it on my way in this morning. That's why I was late. I also picked up the new fall hosiery line for you, and the mock-ups just came in.
Better, Maxie. Lulu, any emails? Henry Laurent finally answered he attached a budget. Good, I need that. But before you get to that, get me the most recent draft of The Men Who Won't Commit.
Oh, there's a draft with red pencil, but I don't think it was incorporated.
Okay, let me see. It was right here. Excuse me? I don't see it. I had it up. Well, find it, Lulu. It didn't just walk away. Maybe somebody deleted it. Just get it back. I'm not sure that I can. Figure it out, Lulu. Maxie, did Angelina call back about the cover sheet?
About the red dress? No, but I left a message.
Come on, my office. We'll try to track her down.
Okay.
Good morning, esteemed jurist.
Excuse me, but what is this?
It is I, Spinelli.
I know who you are.
I just thought maybe you didn't recognize the jackal in his disguise.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm here as the eyes and ears of Stone Cold and Mr. Corinthos, sir.
Do they know you're here, being their eyes and ears, or is this your own private little secret?
The jackal must remain diligent.
I'd wish you luck, but I wouldn't mean it.
I know.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Marcus Wright.
Court is in session. Are the parties ready?
Yes, Your Honor. The District Attorney's Office would like to appoint Ms. Diane Miller as special prosecutor. Ms. Miller will be serving as co-counsel.
And, Your Honor, with the court's permission, the defense would like to submit Trevor Lansing as co-counsel.
Thank you, Mr. Lansing. Madam District Attorney, the court will now hear arguments on whether Anthony...
The jackal objects! I object. I object.
I did not delete that email, I swear. I don't like excuses, Lulu.
Well, maybe it was just an accident. You know how distracted you can get.
I need to respond to the budget. If I don't, Henry Laurent will think I've blown him off.
I can get it back for you. I'll just call Spinelli. He's a computer whiz. He can retrieve whatever it is Lulu lost. I did not lose it!
Do what you can. Spare me the details.
Okay, I did not delete that email. Maxie must have done it to make me look bad.
I have no interest in your petty rivalry. In fact, from now on, if one of you messes up, you both mess up. And this time, you messed up big.
Devlin Spinelli. Your Honor. For the people of Port Charles.
Your Honor, I object.
Let's hear what the young man has to say.
I come with dire warnings of the consequences if this courtship decides to unleash the unhinged one on the people of this fair city. The murderous Mr. Zakara personally chased me through the underbelly of the castle Windermere.
I heard you now, Mr. Spinelli.
And the Dark Lansings, the senior and field, joining forces against all that is fine and good.
Shut up, Mr. Spinelli, now! Madam District Attorney, is this your witness?
No, Your Honor.
Then you won't mind if he leaves.
Your Honor, with all due respect, I have the right, nay, the obligation to witness these proceedings. And I...
Escort him out.
Your Honor, Your Honor, removal is punishment for the denizens of darkness. The jackal is on the side of right.
You may leave on your own or be arrested. Which will it be?
Have a good day, Your Honor. Your Worship, Holiness. I think he's warmed up.
I'll come back right after the meeting, and I'll expect that budget email waiting for me on my return. Whatever you have to do to get it.
I already left Spinelli a message.
Maxie, leaving messages is for ordinary people. Extraordinary people find more creative ways of accomplishing their business. Those people who want a future, and I'm only interested in employing extraordinary people. Find that email, or you're both fired.
You bitch. Why did you have to ruin this for me?
You tried to make me look bad by deleting that email, and now it's all falling back on you.
You don't even care about this damn job. You just took it to make my life miserable, and I am not going to be fired because of you. Spinelli?
It is I. You sound distressed.
You have to come to the Crimson office right away, and my life depends on it.
I'm supposed to be monitoring the trial of the unhinged one.
Did you not just hear what he says? You're not here in 5 minutes. I'm never speaking to you again.
There it is, proof from your own mouth that you're using Spinelli.
Maximista, who has threatened you?
She has!
Liar!
She's trying to make me look bad to Kate.
Maxie deleted a critical email to make me look bad, and Kate saw right through it and said that if we don't get it back, we're both going to be fired.
So, that's why Maxie called you to save her, because that's all you are to her. Someone she uses to get what she wants. She's not your friend, Spinelli. She never has been.
Hey, you know nothing about Spinelli and me.
Spinelli is my friend, and I hate to see you get involved in things where you can get hurt, which is why I'm telling you right now, you need to stay away from her.
Lulu is just jealous that you and I have become friends because she was too busy to pay attention to you, but now that all those loser guys don't want her anymore, she wants you back. She's a spoiled brat, and you're just a toy to her. But you're not a toy to me, Spinelli.